Good morning, my friends. I'm out on my morning walk before I get started with my day. And I just thought that I would take a few minutes to give you another hope-filled perspective. I don't know where you are in your walk, where you are in your journey, what your battles are, what your successes are. But I've been doing a lot of self-reflection lately. Life doesn't always go the way we expect it to go. And I did a podcast interview with a guest last night, and it was interesting because we could relate to each other because we both have physical and emotional and even spiritual scars. But I was on my walk, and I want to show you this beauty. This is one of the Azalea bushes that's on my walk that I get to see every day, and we're almost at the end of the Azalea blooming season. Some of them are already spent. Let me show you this one. It was so beautiful last week. You can't really tell, but it's almost spent. But I was really talking to the Lord and frustrated because there are parts of my story that are messy, that are ugly, that are just broken. And I had a friend that really sewed into my life a lot about a decade ago, contacted me kind of out of the blue. And I responded to her and said, oh my goodness, you knew me at one of the most broken times in my life. Now, I don't have everything all together. I'm still a work in progress. But when I look back at when we met, I was so completely broken. And then I was walking along this morning and talking to the Lord about it. And here's another one of those azalea bushes. Here's one. And then there's another one. I absolutely love this one. Look at the rich color on this one. But the Lord told me to look down, which is kind of usual. Usually the Lord prompts me to look up. But as I was taking photos like I always do, and I was admiring the blooms, I felt like the Lord said, Michelle, look down. And so I did, and this is what I saw. Look at the blooms scattered on the ground. They're still colorful, they're still vibrant, they still pop out of the dirt and the soil. And as I looked at it, I thought, wow, they're even pretty on the ground once they've been discarded, once they're broken. And so your hope-filled perspective today is that if you are feeling frustrated, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling like your brokenness detracts from your beauty to the Lord, can I just assure you it doesn't. It doesn't. He created you just like He created these azalea bushes, and He created them for their blooms to fall so that they could flourish again. So I just want to encourage you today, if you're in a place where you're just feeling broken, if you feel like, man, I wish that I was further along in my journey, if you find yourself comparing yourselves to others, I still fight against that. And I know better, but I still find myself comparing. But when you feel like maybe you're not measuring up, you're just too broken to have an impact, can I just assure you, you're not. Jesus came to fill our brokenness with Him. If we weren't broken, we wouldn't be in need of a Savior. Good morning, Veronica. I see you. It's hard to read the comments, but I see you this morning. Good morning, Jerry. Oh, it's so good to see you. And Janet. So, it's just a little nugget for you to take with you today. But I just want to remind you that yes, there is beauty all around. But even in our brokenness, we are beautiful. You were created to stand out, and the blooms on the ground, they stood out. And that is what God thinks when He looks at you. He says, you are my beautiful child. So that's your hope-filled perspective today, that even in your brokenness, God finds you beautiful. This has been another hope-filled perspective. I'm your host, Dr. Michelle Bengtson. Until we talk again, have a hope-filled day.